a fresh start, a new attempt, but that also means new chances. Or at least I hope it means new chances. So I've already taken step one of what I can do. But before we actually create the character, for a little background, Force of Nature 2 is the successor to Force of Nature, which was developed by a single person. And Force of Nature 2 itself is done by the same developer and some aid. I think his wife and some other persons are involved. Much of the things were actually created by him. So in that way it did improve, which we will find out soon enough. The game itself is about a character who ends up in another world and initially doesn't have a way to return, so player has to find that way. And that means lots of adventures. It's a survival sandbox kind of game. So yeah, expect me to have, well, it's already mentioned here, but yeah, expect fighting, expect crafting, and in this case I have chosen the increased inventory. So that's it. I created the character, and the reason for that, just look at the head types. Then I find them pretty, well, this is nice, but pretty awkward. And type number 3, this is the little girl look, this is the little girl look, and that's granny look in my opinion. So I prefer that one. I'm choosing a lady this time because most of my games I play males anyway. And well, you know what they say about MMOs, right? Many man online role-playing girl. And while this isn't an MMO, nor is it online, I am going to role-play girl. So I'd say let's go and start, and we will see what's going on right from the start. There's one thing I will do. Labels on, making things somewhat easier. Yep, this is the tutorial. Pick it up. We can also pick things up with the old camera turning that way. Screwdriver. By the way, is she wearing? No, she's wearing jeans. I will just do instead of explaining, because most of the tutorial will be explained again. And yes, we have objectives, but I'm not going to take a look at those each and every time. Let's see. So the funny thing is, let's see in the objectives. Okay, I have to manual craft it. I can also do it at the workbench, probably. So that's why I was checking for being certain. Here we go. And zap, we're out. And this is where the adventure starts. Really starts. First thing, now we have a load of objectives, being making discovery table, crafting bonfire and basic tools. Then we have several things to craft: a tannery, the bonfire of course, crafting table, baskets, never used the signs, discovery table, coal smoker, branch, fences and flowers. We also have in the manual crafting a lot of stuff. More important things actually. We'll need that one, I think. We will need the stone knife for sure. So what I'm going to do is follow the coastline. We are lucky that the area we're in currently is actually closed any creature. So we're completely safe here. I do see one problem, I think. Yep, there is indeed one problem. It's a minor one. But it's also somewhat annoying. So we are over here at Green Fields. This is our protected and closed area. And I need to craft a bonfire. But for the bonfire I need embers. Six, hang on. Splinter, 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 printer. Lock, okay. I'm going to craft a few things right now. The rope will be needed for other stuff, as you can see. So that's why I'm doing it. Cudgel can't be done yet because I need the knife first. And I can't do the knife until I have the other stuff. So that's my first priority. Getting some weapons done. Manual crafting is always present. No matter what happens, manual crafting is always there. So that's good news. No matter what, I can always craft basic items if I have the resources. So now let's craft the knife, the axe, pick, and the hoe. And drop them off in the various slots. I won't use the knife. I will use the axe. That part is done. Next one is the bonfire, and now I'm needing sticks. Of course. Well, good thing is I got an axe. And in this case, I'm talking about the thing to cut trees, not about former partners. For now, I might as well build it here. And we have done almost a basic tool. You need to collect clay, soil, and sand. We also have new crafting options. Baked potato, flatbread, meat, moors, and eggs, which implies that we're going to find animals. Now we need clay. And just let her dig everything. For a reason. We need soil and we need sand. And we got a piggy and a fox over there. And there's my first viewer. Good morning to you, Mr. Andrew. Yep, extra stream today. I messed up. I was deleting my old saves from this game. All my previous attempts with characters, and what did I do? Just clicking a little bit too fast and deleted my previous save. So I thought I have had the day off. I got tomorrow off because it's Saturday. So yeah, don't make it complicated. Let's do an extra stream. I will upload this one to YouTube later actually. And once I've done that, everybody can watch. We need a pelt and we need logs. And everybody can watch the streams in the future without actually fearing that the episode will be removed. So, yep, I have to redo everything. Which is, yeah, unfortunate. But then I still have my private game, so I still can find some advantages. Just not the way I hoped it would be. I need to craft a few things. Starting with a second. Oh, I need 5. Not starting with a second bonfire. So, yes, in a way you will see the same thing happening again. I hope that I'll end up with a similar or maybe a better kind of world as in a deleted save. And if not, I'll just try to make the best out of it. And I need more sticks. First of all, bonfire. Oh wait, I forgot something. Can't do what I had in mind because I need to discover something first. Crafting table. This also means that I'm lacking the ghost again. So the first part will be quite slow. After that it will become quite funny. And as I explained a little bit earlier, everything I can do in the manual part, well, not everything, but some parts I can do in the manual part can be done here too. So currently, that's the first thing I'm going to craft actually. Unless the cudgel is better. No, it isn't. But I do need a knife. So let's remove those sticks. And craft myself a knife. Yeah, well, eventually I will. I'm not worried about that. One knife. Should I go for the spear or the mace? I'm going to do the mace again. Because the spear is useful for monsters that run away. but the chance to stun can be very nice. So we'll see how far I actually get. There is discovery table. I just did that. Now the big question is how to get a nice exit to this safe zone without actually ruining the safe zone. This seems quite large. This isn't. Okay. I also need to craft baskets so I can store stuff for the time being. And a coal smoker. And more sticks. So I guess it's early morning for you, or Andrew. So any plans for the weekend? Other than watching somebody else's stream later today for you? 25 needed. I need another one. Yeah, we all need sleep. Eventually. Okay, I think I'm somewhat lucky. There's my pelt. I think I'm somewhat lucky with the area. Seeing that it's quite large up here. We have a goose. We have a sheep. But I have no idea about the how and the what. I will encounter. Looking at things, it's a very long distance. So I'm not going too fast. I will go around eventually and figure out how the other side is. At least I have enough for a second basket and the discovery table. Which I will build there for the time being. Let's do the baskets too, so I can start dumping shit in. Otherwise my inventory is You still like those emojis, do you? Showing a goose and a sheep over here in chat. Yep. Let me think. Apple, grape, seeds, potato. That can be dropped in one. And cotton, straw, linen. Stone and sticks in the other one. New objective. Investigate pottery, finally. Here comes the nice part. Each and every part of research is connected to the next. I can't do metallurgy without all the other ones. So let's start with pottery. Now, pottery done, new objective, water gathering, so I have to craft some storages. We have flowers, but most important, I can craft another tool in the bit. Multiple tools actually in a bit. For better food. To get water. And that also means I have to figure out where I'm going to set up my industrial zone. In a bit, we have a jug craft. Now the nice part about the bonfires is that you can craft two things for the price of one this time. No, no, no. Frying pan in there. Stuff. Potatoes, apple, and the pot. And there comes the foods. And for morse, I need water, which I don't have yet. However, we got a jug. We have a mortar there. I think it's a little bit foggy. So let's get some water. And everything goes so slow right now. We also have a new objective. Investigate agriculture. course. The good news is I don't have to drink the water. So, no, wait, pure water. I need to build something first. Two things actually. First of all, a coal smoker needing sticks and more clay. So let's do that. I still haven't figured out where to do my crafting area. Do it on this side. Sticks. It's very nice to see that my fire isn't actually going out no matter what happens. Sticks. Might as well take the linen. Use that later to craft more rope, because I will need that. I think I put the coal smoker up here. Need another one. Coal smoker. 8 clay, 8 soil. And the reason I'm building everything double is at some point I will need so much of certain items that I'm almost running things. Well, it's a little bit weird, but yeah, 24/7 is the best expression. It's a continuous process. Especially charcoal, I will need so much of it that the only way to actually get it is by having bonfires produce embers quite a while and eventually use coal smokers to produce charcoal all the time. And even then, I have to slow down on my production just to make sure that everything keeps running. Let's see, but this is actually small, so I can craft charcoal from blocks, getting 4, and from sticks getting 1, but I always need embers on both. The thing is, we need agriculture to be invested. So first things first means starting production of embers. A lot of embers. I need sticks and logs. Yep, I can drop that off for the time being. Sticks and logs. Lots of sticks, lots of logs. I have to keep an eye on my stamina. 25. I also have to craft armor at some point. Fortunately, the only wooden things I actually am able to craft is a shield. No wooden armor in this game. Making things quite better actually. Now let's see, sticks 46. More than enough. But one. Next. Embers, okay, done. Let's see what else we have to do. To work on crafting table. Masonry, 1 stone, 1 clay. That's easy to discover. That one a good idea? No. That one is. That's stone. Wait a minute. I did have stone. Are you already going into my duh mode? I am. 1 stone, 1 clay. Time to discover stuff. Unlocked the mill. Water filter. We have to build those two at some point. Meadow flowers, and that's it. So right now the most important thing is the water filter, and that's why I need 10 coal. Not having enough right now. But I will be. unlike my private game, I will only build one. And that's because eventually, I don't need it over here anyway, because eventually I will get another source of water. One that's working a lot better. 5 sand, 10 clay and 10 stone. Clay. I'm starting to run out of stamina. And 10 stone. And coal. How far are the bonfires? Almost done, okay. Time for charcoal production. And the big one this time. And the irony of all of this is switch a few things that I need water to craft the beverage to recover my stamina. But to do that I need charcoal, and the only way to get charcoal was to spend some of my stamina. So hopefully I'm able to get. That's the 10. Okay. Now we're rocking. Because I can build a water filter. This also kind of means that my whole agriculture zone is getting over here. I'll do the mill later. Because I lack a few things right now. Pure water made from raw water. And oh. Ropes are all done, okay. need for the mill? 15 stone. Which also means it's the end of my stamina again. Fortunately, not everything needs the character to be present. So with that in mind, I can craft some things without doing anything myself. 10 clay, but I don't have stamina. May have water by now. 5, 6. Moss. Gives me 18 stamina in 10 seconds. That's why. And I'm going to need it. The good news about this, well, these are also giving me stamina. The good news about this is that eventually I'm able to grow them myself. Apples, however, are a pain to get. So let's see. That one goes in slot 7. Not going to use it that much. 10 clay. Then we need 10 sand. And by then my stamina is close to 0 again. We need 5 blocks. And then finally ropes, and that's going to be a problem. Or at least a little problem. Because I still need ropes. I guess it's off to find linen. I craft a bunch. And while I'm doing that, I also should pick up other stuff. Like the cotton, the wheat, potatoes, the grape. Anything that could make my life easier early game. And that includes the pelts, claws. That's why we need the mill. So I got skills now. Sounds weird. Well, the character has skills. Got 3 points. There are a lot of things I can drop them in. I will drop them in health and stamina to start with. And I'm still not sure about the third one. Berserker. And that one will be dropped in there. But extra stamina and extra health are very useful. And this is actually why I prefer the spear over the mace, because the buggers start running away at some point. Yeah, eventually it is able to get to me. Let's see, 10 linen. So that's 5 ropes. I already have 5. So that's a good start. I'm not happy yet. So, what else? Well, I think I have enough linen by now for not just getting level 3, but also crafting everything I need. And we have a nice flat area here for agriculture. I don't think so. Let's see. I don't think heading this way is a good way. I think I'm going towards this big forested area and my industrial zone over here. The reason is the pathing. I have a feeling that the map is going to force me this direction at some point. We'll see how things are evolving. This is an enclosed area. Good. Okay, now I have enough stuff for the time being. Time to head back. How many pelts do I have? 15. 24, okay. So I can actually start building more stuff now. There's my base. Over there, so I need to go that way. So let me think. This is done. I know what's going to be next. So let's build the mill first. This is the agriculture area. The question is, am I able to build my mill over here? No, because I lack ropes. rope. 12. Another thing I need, and something I almost forgot, is something I already have unlocked, which is the tannery. I need one clay jug for that. I also have my skills open, so I will look at that in a bit. For clay. So I need to craft a tannery too, because that will unlock something else. Fire. One jug craft. Actually use this one. Ten ropes. Oh, nice. So I have to make a choice between the mill needing 10 ropes or the tannery needing 10 ropes. For apples. It's going to be the tannery. The reason for that is simple. With the tannery I'm able to craft armor. So that's first. Leather. 15. Probably too much, but I already know you never have too much. One belt, one leather, one rope. Hang up. Stop. Craft. Discovery tailory. Go. Which leads to the tailor table. Once again needing 10 ropes. One water, one soil. That's all my water. I wasn't planning to do that, but never mind. Soil, food stuff. What can I drop in there? of that miscellaneous. Cotton, the straw, the linen. So let's go for agri. Oh, I need raw water. Okay. I'm going to speed. What should I use? Go for crafting. Water. This is so dead slow. And another group of water. Done. Off we go. Agriculture. Discover. After that I will drop off all the water in the filter. Because that way I can easily get rid of it. New objective. Base construction. Seedbed. Which means we have discovered the seedbed. I'm going to need a lot of that. Now I'm going to craft eventually 8 seedbeds. So I'm going to need a lot of soil. I don't have enough over there. Frying pan. Baked potato. Go. I'm not going to use fried meat yet. Well, I don't have. Actually, how much do I have? 4. No, not enough. I need 15 soil. times 8. It's 120. Doing 10 at a time. 120. After that I have a lot of cutting to do. So that's 2 seed beds. And for some wood cutting. I think I will go for defenses this time. So eventually, seed bed built. Again, built. Eventually I will have to build palisade walls. But I think it's for the better, because I still have the feeling that that part of the map where I can't use a ridge to protect me like I do in some other games. So what can we do? We can plant linen, wheat, cotton, potatoes, grape and cane. Now the funny thing is, we won't find cane until I'm way into the Iron Age. So the first thing I'm going to do right now is planting some grapes, because I have to. Of that I will start concentrating on linen, grape, maximum plant. Don't have the intention to use the pure water all the time. I prefer the raw water, but sometimes you can't have all. and the next seed bed. Get water now. So, objective completed. Now it's time for potatoes. Which is a bit hard to do if you don't have potatoes. Instead, I'm heading for linen. And while doing that, I can plant potatoes. And we've got 4. 16, and I'm picking up 20. Leaves 4. Let's boost my stamina a little bit. The nice part is it sort of stacks, so in regards with that I can actually keep boosting it, although 8-second duration. Nah, not in this case. Done. So I'm going to build 2 more seed beds. And eventually, like I said, I will end up with 9. But for now, all that will be useful for me to grow, not crafting, grow a lot of linen and eventually use that to craft lots of ropes. Because I will need those. For multiple things. It also means I need to cut down this. So the only thing I need now is that log storage for 12. And of course the mill, the tailor table, first ropes. What does the tailor table require? 15 logs. I don't have any logs yet. Not enough anyway. So let's change that. That 3 need to be cut down anyway. 17. Bellissima. That was the other reason I was cutting down that log. I might as well do all the ropes in one go. So 35 ropes. Okay. Then for the mill. Then for the tailor table. That leaves 21 ropes because I got 6 here. Got something on the crafting table. Okay, not really a biggie. And here's the next thing. Now we need a knife again, buttons, boots, coats, pants, sandals, and braces. But we need a knife. And lacking splinters. Not for long. And let's start using this. 4 points in inventory size. It isn't much, but it's useful. Three, 8, 4 is 12. 15, 18. Okay. Again. 2, 5, 8, 10, 14. So I got enough leather. That's good news. I lack pelts. I also lack rope and buttons. 4, 8, 17, 23, 9, 15, 19, yep, 23. So 8. Craft. It's a shame I don't get crafting skill actually, because that would make it more fun. But in this game you only get experience points for killing things. And yeah, at some point even not for that. We can leave that. We need 5 logs for the mill. There's also a potato over there. Very nice, because I need to plant that one. It's an objective. Although it said potatoes. Just start by one. think about my industrial. Coal here, blast furnaces over there. They are 3x4 in size, okay. So 3, 2, 4. Mill. Yep. Big. Yep. The reason I'm placing the mill over here and not near my fields is currently can do this, but later we have that one, copper ore and iron ore. So if I want to process those to my blast furnaces, which I will place over there, having it nearby works best. So that's why. Is that potato grown yet? Almost. Animal husbandry. Discovery. 1 straw, 1 water, 1 rope. Okay. To do that, straw, 1 water and 1 rope. We already have the rope. We already don't have the rope. So it's time to plant seeds again. Lots of seeds this time. Raw water. Okay. $40. $60. 80 will do for now. There is no other choice because I'm almost out of stamina again. Okay. See if I'm able to build the last 2 seed beds now. Don't think so. Or maybe I can. One. We need 30, so keep on digging. Oh, yeah. I only get XP from killing things, Andrew, so all the crafting, the resource gathering and farming, cooking, it doesn't give me experience points. Only from killing monsters, which is eventually a bit of a problem because I realized in my private game that I began to run out certain items and I have to activate the respawn option, which in itself isn't that much of a problem until the moment you actually realize that they also attack everything inside your base. At that point it is a problem. Another thing I noticed is that I have an option to keep upgrading the animal husbandry part of the game until a point that I don't even need it anymore. So I'm slowly going to phase things out at some point. Still having everything I need. Let me see. 16. I need storages. I need ropes for that. 12 ropes. Forty-three ropes. I think that'll do, considering I need 12. I'm a bit over 1 second. Production time is nice. It will even be better the moment I'm able to upgrade my knife. I still need armor. Don't think that'll be too much of a problem actually. 2x3. They never change size. Yes, I know you're there and I know I have to capture you at some point. So stop moving. Build. Storage for blocks. We need clay. Okay, let's get some clay. Don't have the stamina for that. Actually, I just have enough stamina for that. Logs, sticks, and stone, and we need to cut things down again. At least I can store stuff instead of keeping it in my inventory. How much water? 24. Okay. Nope. Ah, not going to do that. Now let's see. Discovery table. Animal husbandry. Discover. Problem solved. Crafting table. I'm able to craft traps once I have enough sticks. So guess our new objectives. Craft a trap. Place a barn. And we have a barn, a chicken coop, a goosery, a sheepfold and cow shed available. first I need to place the barn and everything else. Craft the traps. So once again, a lot to do. So that brings up my next point, where to build it. Do it over here. There are a lot cut down. I'm going to need the right size. What's my last discovery actually? Metallurgy? Yeah. I'm going for new armor first, even before trying to get the animals. I'll try to get all that armor first. Can't craft when I'm moving. But then, the moment start crafting again. And at least I've got enough ropes for a while. Because I will need those. All of them. Not just for armor, not just for traps. But also for other stuff. Fences, for one. Those fences are going to be needed to contain the animals. Yes, there's a plan. But first, belts and all that. I think I will start exploring the coastline first. See where that takes me. Trying to get the various resources we have. Because we always have the water pickies. so far. Another biome, so or as I said, another sort of area. The piggies over there. So somehow I think my initial idea was actually right. No, this is going to be the other part of the area. Because there they are. Kobolds, goblins, or whatever they are called. So this is not the area I want to go to. Yet. Without armor anyway. Thing is, now I have to go get out of here. Usually that's done by road. If I can kite the buggers, I can actually get out of here. 28 out of 50 experience points, okay. We have a pulse. Never good. Good thing is, we also got baked potatoes. Those will actually help me. So my guess is that this part of the map is eventually closing. There's only one way to find out. Bugger. So we're off to explore again. Bells 13 leather, okay. Run, Foxy, run. I will catch up on you anyway. Somehow, I have a feeling that this leads to an area close to the mountain ridge. It does. First guess was actually wrong. Oh well. Once in a while it's nice to be wrong, actually. Does that mean I need to change my plans? No, not really. Wrong button. Oh, never mind. This will have going to happen a lot, actually. At some point I would just hit the wrong button. Usually activating something I didn't want to activate. But in the end it's not that much of a biggie. Yeah, this is the end of the line. That's useful information. Very useful even. So that's the way to get apples. Smash the apple tree. Without chopping it down, actually. Done. Ten apples. That's also 10 more. think I'm going to reorganize stuff. Because nothing will come from this side. So I can actually cut everything off. Let me turn the map. This looks better. Cut everything off at some point and build my entire agriculture area over here. My industrial zone can become at this part. And my crafting zone, actually build it like that, including my house. Different opportunities. I don't need to go all around anymore. Time to drop items off. Starting with that. It's only 4, okay. Good stuff. Okay. Ten. Sun seeds. Keep changing those two things. The plan it was actually to have 2 fires. I can use them both. Not like I'm doing now. It will change it a bit though. The table. We need the buttons. 3 armor. 5 run speed. 7 health. Armor, health, stamina. Start with that one. Nice thing is, the damage taken will slowly drop while my health and stamina are going up. Block chance still 0%. I don't have a helmet yet. Another thing that's actually changing is the DPS and the attack speed. No, not yet. Only the armor rating. So our objective is to create a trap and to place a barn. Okay. First of all, I'm going to prepare for my animals. What do I need for a barn? 10 straw, 6 logs. Well, the logs are coming along in a bit. Then straw. Do I have 10 straw? Yeah, we got that. Now let's see which one is the better looking. This one. me see. 3, 6, 9. This is going to be 12. One chicken area. That one too. One barn. As soon as I have this built, hang on, console. One barn built. I can use it as a fence. As soon as I have this one built, we're going to get the next assignment, capture an animal. So that's why. Quest completed. Place a barn. We still need to put a trap. And I also need to get water again. 12 apples. So 12 water. And I'm able to create more stamina food. That is, as long as I've got enough grapes. I have. One. Don't need more. What I do need is more ropes. And of course I missed the message again. Well, thanks for being here, Andrew, and yeah, I do hope you've been enjoying this. And hopefully I'm able to see you again on Sunday. I also hope I see other people again on Sunday, actually. But then, you never know. So, while I'm going on with this for another half an hour or so, crafting more ropes, because I need more fences. As large as possible, whenever possible. That's the wrong one. Might as well do this first. So what I'm going to do is having the chickens and the geese on the water side, the sheep and the cows on the land side. I hope with that to get a nice pasture thingy, ranch, farm, everything related to animal husbandry and agriculture. I just wondered if I didn't do something wrong. I think I did. But the good news, there is an option for that. And that option is simply move something in another direction. That's what I should have done. This is also why I said that I need that many ropes all the time. And all that linen. Some arrows require that I don't have that yet. This, however, I can craft. Also able to get another load of water again, so I can start another bunch of growing crops. I wonder if I'm able to pick up 3 times the amount. This is one. I'm able to get 80. Things should be a lot easier. 40. Spent 30 stamina for that. So it should be possible. With that I can plant 80 linen as well. It's going to be a close call, but it is possible. Simply can't cut wood at a time. So let's go. And a second. Sorry for that, I had to sneeze. And last thing I want is blow people's eardrums to pieces, so crafting rope. Here we go again. We already have over 50, which is good. Meanwhile, I can do this. And use the corner over there. A two-piece. I don't need two-piece and a three-piece. Because to build a chicken coop, I need 5. Okay. Let's see, chicken coop. Built. I need 3 clay, of course. Do I need 3 clay for all of them? 3, 6, 11 in total. I have 11 clay. No, I don't. I do now. More rope. So my stamina is going up. Always useful. So I got 100 ropes in a bit, and by the time I'm done, there isn't much left. Biggest disadvantage I'm going to run into with the animals is that I have to manually feed them, at least for a while. So every time I need something, I have to manually feed my animals, which is somewhat of a disadvantage actually. Well, 121, okay. Chicken. Good. That's the entrance. Huh, never mind. Problem solved. Another nice thing, something I noticed. As I said earlier, at some point there will be some ghosts to help me. I could technically leave all the fences the way they are right now, not constructed, only the branch gate being constructed, and sheds for the animals being constructed, and they won't be able to get out of the area. Don't ask me how and why, but they won't be able to get out of the area. Fence completed. continue the deforestation. Need to figure out how far I have to go with this. This needs to be removed for sure. How much room do I have now? Four, 8, 12. Almost 16. How much room did I use over here? 4, 8, 11. Okay. Like I said, I need so many stakes and ropes and other stuff. But eventually everything will pay off and look very nicely. You can assure that. Except 4, 8, 12. In the corner here. That going up. At least until I run out of. Then there's of course the blockade. Until I run out of sticks. Don't need any flour and any straw right now. apples. 10. Okay, so I can create 10 more in a bit. That way the geese have more room than the chicken. They're also larger, so makes sense, right? Let's see how many apples I can get out of this. I think I'm done with apples. Sheepfolds. 8. So I need 16 linen to be kept apart. Everything else can be turned into rope. Still not enough. One of the other nice parts, you can actually craft and eat at the same time. You can fight and eat at the same time. So that part of the game is actually making things easy. You can even move and then continue crafting the moment you stop. Like this. Ouch. There it is. So, when these ropes are done, no, I'm not going to capture animals. I think I will construct the other parts of the pasture first. So I can actually store the animals where they have to be once I'm done. Otherwise I may run into a problem that I capture a cow or sheep and have to drop them off in chicken area, the goose area. That's something I want to do actually. So the question is, how much distance do I keep in between? Sheepfold is 4x5, 4x5. Those are 3x3. Two tiles? No, it's too small. Three tiles? Yeah, that should work. Also need clay. One gate and another gate. And I'm lacking sticks again. Also running out of ropes again. So, more water. That's the maximum zoom. I wonder if I should start planting grain as well. Should be able to. Because I have 8 seed pads. So I can do 4 by 4. 4 linen, 4 wheat. Then at some point turn the wheat into flour and start crafting flatbread instead of the potatoes. First of all, let's find out how much raw water I can get. $100. For now, okay. As close we have 8, not enough. 96. One, two, three, 4. I don't need the logs anymore, at least not yet. Isn't this too small for cow and sheep? Yes, it is. I got 2 more. 3 more. 4 more. 5 more. 6 more. 7 more. 8 more. 9 more. 10 more. 11 more. 12 more. 13 more. 14 more. 15 more. 16 more. 17 more. 18 more. 19 more. 20 more. 21 more. 22 more. 23 more. 24 more. 25 more. 26 more. 27 more. 28 more. 29 more. 30 more. 31 more. 32 more. 33 more. 34 more. 35 more. 36 more. 37 more. 38 more. 39 more. 40 more. 41 more. 42 more. 43 more. 44 more. 45 more. 46 more. 47 more. 48 more. 49 more. 50 more. 51 more. 52 more. 53 more. 54 more. 55 more. 56 more. 57 more. 58 more. 59 more. 60 more. 61 more. 62 more. 63 more. 64 more. 65 more. 66 more. 67 more. 68 more. 69 more. 70 more. 71 more. 72 more. 73 more. 74 more. 75 more. 76 more. 77 more that one. This looks nice. I'm going to do just for fun. Different colors. Then just right. Off to drop off the logs. First part I can manage with the potatoes anyway. Sixteen, 20. Never mind. Here we go again. See, this looks nice. Yep. Next train. To the mill. Of crafting ropes. Which only works if you pick the right option, of course. I'm going to add another one or two. I have to check. Fences to the field. Hopefully it's long enough by then. And eventually craft one for cows as well. How long is that sheep? That chicken one? 1, 2, 3. And the barn is 4. 1, 2, 3. So basically, this is the chicken. Size. Look, branches again. So what to craft? Linen. Simply because I need all that linen. That's 22 flour, okay. That's good enough. Ropes, here we go again. So if I add 2 more for the sheep, got more room for that. And I need to add some extra for the cows. But the length may be larger. So for the sheep it's going to be somewhere up to that point, and the cow will go beyond him. That's what I have in mind. But first we need sticks again. It would be nice if that goose is actually stuck at some point. Then don't think I can manage. It certainly would be nice if I could trap it inside. Well, the best thing would actually be inside the grocery. I don't think that's possible. Although I have no idea where it is right now. Because I only hear it, I don't see it. Is it inside there yet? No, it isn't. Fence 1x4. 2. Corner. Let it sticks. I think it's going to be night work this way. But actually, this is the worst piece with sticks. This is done. I won't need them that much anymore. Plus I always have that alternative, which is actually hunting down those goblin kobolds, whatever they are thingies. So I can craft more fences now. Then I'm out of linen. Ropes. Right, let's see how far we get this time. several ropes, and I need 6. So still hope this isn't too small over here. Somehow I fear it is. By the time I'm done, I can start growing grapes too. Yep, I'm going to add one more and then turn. Think I'm not thinking. 8 water left. Okay. 56. Not sure if it's enough, but it is getting me there. $56, that's 9 fences, leaving me two ropes for other stuff. Yeah, it's probably enough. Now, one of the reasons why ropes should be made on crafting station is simply the time. It takes 2.3 seconds here and 1.5 on the crafting station, if I remember things correctly. So for each rope I'm losing 0.8. 1.3 manual. So let's see, 1.5 here. Going quite faster. The only downside on the crafting table, things won't be put in your inventory. I don't think that's too much of a problem, because that also means you won't lose any rope. Fence. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Corner. Still don't have enough. Oh, I already did the gate. Making one batch. And I need ropes for the traps. So I might as well craft more. 40 water, yeah. We also need sticks, again. So that grows. I'll have to get sticks again. And logs. I'm wondering, am I able to... No, not yet. Not able to build a palisades yet. last push for the time being. Water. Great. Well, at least I got plenty of food for the chickens and these over 300, no, over 400 seeds. That should work. What that means. Finish gate, craft traps. I think I've got everything done for this area until the next objective comes. Let's see, discovery table. Yeah, that's the next objective. Or better said, the next research, not objective. I still wonder if this isn't too small. Let's see. Fence built, large, done. The only thing I need to do now is the gate. $32. Yeah, right. $49. Let's craft traps. belongs. Once we've got the traps, there we go. Craft item, quest completed. Tame an animal. So something I discovered. We'll explain that in a bit, actually. Wrong one. Something I discovered in a private game. If I click on this and have more info, then this shows what I can have. So currently 3 sheep, 3 geese and 3 chickens, plus 1 of any animal, but that's because cow shed isn't finished yet. So I don't have to think about how many animals I need. I simply click at the building, being it the goosery, cow shed, barn, whatever, and I'm able to find out how many animals I have and how many animals I actually get. Very useful. Okay. Ten ropes. It's 20 linen. 20 linen. Water, good. And I needed logs. That didn't go as planned. Not at all. My only advantage, so to speak, is that I can turn all wheat into flour. I think that's the only advantage. I think it's quite nice to have a farm like that. But I do need a palisade wall. 3 wheat. Not what I need. Not enough. Ten logs. 10. The nice thing is I get 1 point in damage added. Don't know how much damage the traps is doing. Not that much. But this 10 damage. And with a shield that means I'm doing 11. Still probably not enough to kill things in one hit, but at the same time it's an improvement, and that's the most important part. And that goes to 9.9, so we have everything done for now. The thing I'm wondering if I should build another basket to store some stuff. 25. Sticks. 25. Here they come. This side. I could drop all my seeds in there for the time being. which will make things a lot easier. Stick supply. Let's see if I'm able to capture something. That's going to be my last feed for today. Eh? Where? Ah, there. Missed. Well, shoot. Got you. Follow me. Because I'm not in the best area to wait for a long time. So, two animals. But where did the goose go? Over there. Follow me. Last sheep. There's the cow over there. Going to be my last animal probably. Because we're running straight into the danger zone. Unless I'm very lucky. Stop running away. Gotcha. Shoot. God, I don't have the good, what's you call it? Oh shit, yet. Well, I ended up with more animals as what I had in mind. Which is actually quite nice. Because it's going to make my life a lot easier. Sheepy. Oh shit. Because we know where we can find one. Currently I'm able to do that. Multiple each animal. And with that, I'm going to have a look at our new objective. Explore the area. Right. Well, given the map, we have to go that way. It'll be next episode, however. For now, I thank everybody for watching. Everybody who was here when I was live. Thanks to everybody who's watching this later on my YouTube channel. And I will be back next Sunday when I'm doing my regular stream. 7:30 p.m. CET. I'll be around. So anybody who wants to see it live, you're welcome. For now, thank you everybody. Have a very good weekend. And I'll hope to see you on Sunday. See you around.